Okay, so let's get started in child's pose. Toe tips to touch, knees up wide. Bring your forehead down to either the mat or a block or a pillow, anything that is accessible to you. If you want to have this to be more active, you can crawl your fingertips forward so that you can feel the side body stretch on both sides. But just take some time to sink in here, settle in. Take a deep breath in. And a full open mouth, side out, let it go. Let's do that again. Big breath in, fill up your lungs as much as you can, expand your belly. Exhale, let it go. Just allow yourself a few moments to ground here, let anything go that happened this week or even earlier today. It may have already been a chaotic start to your Friday, and so we're gonna undo some of that and just tend to slow down just a little bit. Let any lingering thoughts of to-do list items or stuff you wanted to get done this weekend go. You're spending time on your mat here to further your yoga practice. Your intention should be focused on the present and right now. So take another deep breath in and breathe out any stress, tension, anxiety, anything that you're still holding on to. Just let all of that go here. Slowly crawl your fingertips over to the right side of your mat. Pay attention to your hips if they've risen up a little bit. Keep them grounded towards your heels. So can you anchor them back into the mat even though you're reaching over to the right side? You should feel a greater stretch in the left side of your body. Allow yourself to stretch here. On your next inhale, crawl your fingertips back to the center of your mat and slowly make your way over towards the left side of your mat. Again, paying attention to your sit bones. Can you anchor them more down towards your heels? Allow yourself to fully stretch out here. On your next breath in, come back to center and slowly make your way up to a tabletop position. Stack your hips over your knees and your shoulders over your wrists, just taking time to properly align here. Drop your belly, take your gaze up for cow pose. Feel the expansion in your entire front side of your body. Your gaze up. Exhale, round your spine, take your gaze to your navel for cat. Dome at your shoulder blades. Inhale for cow, drop your belly. It may feel good if you've got some low back stuff going on to sway from side to side or add in any organic movements as you're moving from your cat cows, just to help awaken your spine a little bit more. So you can even exaggerate it and come forward for your, for more like an up dog type of thing for cat, and then more exaggerated, almost like a child's pose for cow, just to, again, bring in some extra mobility to our spine, taking some time to warm that up here. And when you're ready, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take your gaze up to your navel. This is my first down dog since Saturday. Yeah, Sunday maybe. So take some time to really walk this out, shifting weight to one heel and then to your other. Again, taking any other movements that might feel good here. We've been sitting a ton and just getting in this posture might be a lot. Keep your weight even on your palms. And just take your gaze up towards your belly button if you can. When you're ready, slowly start to crawl your fingertips to the back of your mat. And if you're, again, having any low back issues, widen your stance to about the width of your mat. And you can take a generous bend in your knees at this point. So this might feel a lot for you with low back issues, but if you just generously bend your knees just to allow your head and neck to hang heavy, release some of that tension in your lower back. And to start to stretch out your hamstring area, which does contribute to some of that low back pain. Take another deep breath in here. And a full deep breath out, let it go. When you're ready, crawl your fingertips back to a plank position. If you want, you can come to your knees here at any point. You don't have to stay in plank if this isn't feeling good to you today. Just listen to your body. Shift forward, come all the way down to your belly. Let it go. Come up slowly for Sphinx pose, creating a 11 shape with your forearms and just grounding more into the mat. Press into your palms, take your gaze upward to allow, again, your spine to flex, bring some more mobility back there. Exhale, release, lower down to your mat. Come up through tabletop, tuck your toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Again, just take some time here, walk out your dog, start to feel any movement here. Inhale, take a look to the top of your mat. Exhale, travel there. Inhale, halfway lift to iron out your spine. Exhale, fold. Again, if you have low back issues, just generously bend your knees anytime we're in a forward fold just to protect your back. Inhale, rise, Urdhva slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Take your gaze up. Bring your hands to heart center. Close your eyes for a quick moment. Bring yourself back to your mat. Focus on what's happening right now. Inhale, rise, Urdhva, take your gaze up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Go forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to plank. Take a chaturanga to up dog to down dog if you want. Again, if you're like, heck no, I need slow flow today, just meet in back and down dog. That's totally fine. I'm skipping all of them as well, so you can join me in that. When you're back and down dog, inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bring it through for a low lunge. Take some time to square off your hips here. Exhale, drop your back knee, untuck your toes. Inhale for Anjaneyasana. Square your hips to the front of the mat. Really sink into your right knee. This is gonna help open up the psoas on the left-hand side, which is that muscle that runs all the way up your leg to your low back. So a lot of times if we have low back pain, this muscle right here is really tight. So shift more into your front knee. You can take more of a back bend shape if you have more mobility in your spine. Take your gaze up, shift your hips. It should feel good. If at any point you have any pain, just back off. Take any modifications you need, listen to your body. One more deep breath in. Exhale, swim your arms down. We're gonna take half splits on this side just to help also open up the hamstring on the right hand side. So wherever you're at, if you do have any kind of props, you can place them underneath your palms. But you'll just shimmy your right foot forward and shimmy your left knee back. If you have full splits in your practice, you can really take this here, but most of us have not worked our way up to that. So lift your weight, make sure your hips are square to the front of the mat. And then when you're in a good spot, you can fold over your front leg and you should feel a great stretch all along your right hamstring and back of your leg. So just take some time to feel this stretch here. I'm extra tight in my hamstrings just from all the sitting I've been doing. So this actually feels good, even though it's a little bit more of a stretch than typical for me. And then inhale, come back to a low lunge. Lift your back knee, tuck your toes. Plant your left palm into the mat. Slowly start to rotate open towards the right hand side for an easy twist. If you have mobility in your spine, you can take your gaze up to your right palm. Just allowing for some open from here. Exhale, drop your fingertips down. Inhale, bring your right foot up and back for a downward facing dog. If you want, if you need more, you can take a flow here. If you're feeling good, just hang out in down dog for a moment. We'll take this on the other side. Inhale, left leg lifts, square your hips down to the mat. Exhale, bring it through for a low lunge. Again, just taking some time to square your hips, set up properly here. Exhale, drop your back knee, tuck your toes. Inhale, rise, Anjaneyasana on this side. This side might feel different than your other side, so just take some time to square your hips, the front of the mat, sink more into your front knee. Can you hinge your weight forward to help open up your lower back here? If you're feeling a lot of pressure on your low back, you can also bring your palms to your low back instead of bringing them upwards to help push your hips forward and allow for more gentle opening. Again, listen to your body. We're all set up differently and each side is not symmetrical. So this side might be a little bit more challenging for you, or perhaps it feels a lot better than the last side, but just pay attention to that. Listen to where you're at. If you want to, keep your gaze up. Just allow for some more opening here. And on your exhale, we'll come to half splits on this side. So you'll shift. And you may need to bring your back knee more towards the back of your mat just to allow for some more opening. But when you're in a good spot and round your spine, take your gaze toward your navel, allow the entire left side of your leg to feel a deep stretch here. And just let it go. Whatever you're feeling, whatever emotions coming up, just allow for that to happen. And continue to shift your hips so that they're facing the front of your mat. One more round of breath here. On the exhale, come back to a low lunge. Tuck your toes, lift your back knee. Plant your right palm into the mat. Inhale, open up towards the left hand side. Excuse me. Open up towards the left hand side for an easy twist. Take your gaze up to your left palm if you can. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, bring your left foot up and back for a downward facing dog. Again, if you want to take a flow, please do so. If not, just meet us back in down dog when you're ready. On your next inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bring it through for a low lunge. Inhale, rise to crescent. Bring your gaze up. Take time to sink into your front knee. Bring your hips to the front of the mat. Inhale, open up warrior two. So just take some time to check out where your feet are on the mat. Your heel, your right heel should line up with the instep of your left foot. So towards the middle part of the inner part of your foot. Take your gaze to your middle finger, roll your shoulders down your back to allow for some opening here. Inhale, reach the front of your mat. Exhale, open up for extended side angle. If you're feeling a lot of pain in your low back, you can always take this on a knee, just opening up this way. I just had a pop in my low back by doing that, so you might have some relief with opening up that way. But if you're feeling good and you want to hang out here, you can always take a bind by wrapping your left hand around to try to grab for your right hand, for allowing some more opening on this side. One more breath here. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Keep the bend in your knee. Take your gaze up to your right palm. Exhale, cartwheel your arms down for a low lunge. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale for chaturanga, or you can just meet us back in downward facing dog. Again, your class, your call, you take what you need. And when you're ready, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bring it through for a low lunge. Inhale, rise to crescent on this side. Take your gaze up, shift your hips to the front of the mat, sink into your left knee. Allow for some opening here. Exhale, swim your arms open, warrior two. Again, take a look at where your feet are. Is your back foot in a 90-degree angle? Can you bend more into your front knee? Take your gaze over your middle finger, roll your shoulders on your back, just settle into this warrior two. This allows for a lot of opening in the front and the back body. When you're ready, slowly reach towards the front of the mat. Exhale, extended side angle on the side. Again, you can come down to your back knee if you want. It will help you rotate open a little bit more for low back pain, or you can stay in this extended side angle version. If you want to take a bind, you can wrap around, reach for your left arm. Whatever feels good to you. One more breath here. Inhale, reverse. Keep the bend in your front knee. Feel the side body stretch along the left-hand side. Take your knees up and back. Exhale, cartwheel your arms down for a low lunge. Inhale, step back to plank. Take a flow here, or just meet back and down dog. Again, you can skip them all. I sure as heck am skipping them all today. Just do not have the energy to do these. When you're ready, meet back and down dog. Inhale, take a look to the top of your mat. Exhale, travel. Inhale, rise all the way up. Keep your gaze up. Inhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, rise. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. So keep your hips centered towards the front of the mat as you open up your top part of your body. If you can, if this feels good to you, you can take your gaze back to your right fingertips at the back of the mat. Again, your hips will likely want to go all the way towards the right side. Can you actually shift them back towards your mat? Inhale, rise, Urdhva, take your gaze up. Exhale, open arm twist over to the left. Again, pay attention to your hips. They want to sneak over to the left side, just try to force them back. Again, you should feel a great stretch in your low back here, as well as your upper spine, upper body. Inhale, rise, take your gaze up. Exhale, fold all the way down, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank. Take a flow here if you want. Otherwise, we'll be back in down dog. Deep breath in. Full open mouth. Deep sigh out. Let it go. Breath in. Let it go. When you're ready, come back down to tabletop. Lowering your knees, untucking your toes. Inhale, crawl your fingertips forward. We'll take a puppy pose here. This will help also open the lower back. This might be enough. Like you might be here with your chest, your head way far away from your mat. This might feel good to you. If you want to get deeper into it, you can bring your chest or your chin or forehead down to the mat. But make sure to keep your hips stacked over your knees, just to allow some more opening in the back side of our body. Pushing more into your palms to allow a greater opening. Inhale, crawl your fingertips back to table. Exhale, take a seat. I'm gonna come down to our backs, all the way down, so slowly lower. Keep your left foot planted on the mat and your knee facing up towards the sky. And bring your right ankle over your left knee, just for this supine pigeon shape. This is a little bit more gentle on our low backs. So you can stay here if you want, if this is enough for you, if you're feeling like you're getting a good stretch, you can stay here. You can also take your right palm and nudge your right knee away from you. If you want more, if you're like, okay, this is good, but I need more of a stretch, you can bring your left knee up to a 90-degree angle and either interweave your hands behind your left thigh, and you can use your right elbow to nudge your right knee away, just for more of an active stretch. Or you can just bring your hand behind your left thigh and then use your right hand to nudge your right knee away. So again, listen to your body. What should feel good to you is going to feel different to me and to everyone else. So do Do what feels good to you. But this will allow your IT band to open up, your hip to open up, your low back to open up. So just take some time to explore this pose a little bit. It should help immensely with low back tightness. But again, you gotta take what feels good to you. 2 more rounds of breath here, and we'll switch it out to the other side, taking what you might still need. If you have a deeper expression you want to take before you move on, please do that. And when you're ready, bring your foot back down. We'll just swap it out. So bringing your left ankle to hang over your right knee. And then again, just nudging your left knee away from you might be enough here for the first little bit. If you wanna get into it deeper, you can bring your right foot off of the earth and use your left elbow to nudge your left knee away. Again, listening to your body. Each side's a little bit different, so do what feels good to you. And you might even wanna roll from side to side gently just to massage your lower back. That might feel really good. Take what you need. 2 more rounds of breath here. Exhale, slowly lower back down. Inhale, bring your knees up to a 90-degree angle, tee out your arms. On your exhale, drop your knees towards the left side of your mat. And pay attention to how your low back feels. You might need a block or book or anything you have next to you, or a pillow would work too, underneath your left knee to offer some more support, or perhaps in between your knees would feel good. Pay attention to your upper body. Is your right shoulder grounded on the mat? If not, can you rotate open to allow that to happen? And then you want to take your gaze towards the right side of your mat if you can, just for a full spinal twist. If this feels way too much on your lower back, you can back off the twist a little bit. So instead of bringing your knees all the way over to the left, you can kind of keep them at an angle here, just allowing yourself to take what you need. But this twist should help, again, create more mobility in your lower spine. Just take a few moments of breath here to allow that opening. And each side is going to feel different. So when we move to the other side, you might need a prop, or you need to back off more, or maybe this side's the worst side for you. So again, just take what you need here and know that you're doing a lot. It may not seem like you're doing a lot today. I know we didn't really get flowing and moving, but just opening that up and allowing your body to stretch out is something that we all need throughout the day, especially from sitting so much. So just take that time to do that. And when you're ready, inhale back to center. Before we move on to the other side, just take a moment to roll side to side gently to massage lower back. This would feel really good. Again, you might want to take little circles in one direction and then perhaps the other way, just to open up your spine more. And when you feel like you're in a good spot, you can see your arms back out and then bring your knees over to the right-hand side. Again, be mindful of any props or modifications you might need to take. Roll your shoulders on your mat so that both shoulder blades can be grounded, and then take your gaze to the left-hand side if that feels good for you. If you have any pain in your neck, you might just want a neutral position looking up at the ceiling. But again, you know your body best. And if all of this does not feel good, you can just hang out in, a child's pose at any point, or even Shavasana if you're ready for that. You can take that too. But again, this is your practice. I'm just guiding you through. So whatever you need, please take that. One more breath here. On your next inhale, just bring your knees back to center. And again, just take some time to massage lower back, swaying from side to side. Exhale, Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet to touch, your knees out wide. You may need blocks or Pillows underneath your knees just to allow for some opening, but not too much stress on your low back. But this one's a really great one for low back opening. If you have more time to hang out in this pose, if you want to come into this pose later at any point throughout your day, it's really great for low back opening. So just allow yourself to close your eyes here, roll your shoulders on your back. Feel the opening in your low back. Allow yourself to let your knees hang heavy to either side of your mat. Or can you continue to soften and let something go? Are you thinking right now about what's happening on your mat, or are you thinking about everything else that you've got to get done? Or just things that you want to do this weekend? Perhaps you just bring your awareness and attention back to what we're doing right now and the time that you're spending on yourself. Allowing this 30 minutes in your hectic work week to carry you through and set you up for a great weekend. So just paying attention to how you're feeling before we enter practice, and then how you feel when you walk away. Do you feel any lighter? Do you feel any, more mobility? Do you feel better, more energized? That's the goal. So start to think of that when you're in practice and how you can get there rather than all the other stuff that's waiting for you after that. Take one more deep breath here. And on your next inhale, slowly close back together like a book. And really take some time to roll out your lower back here. We did a lot of opening just now, so you'll want to massage your lower back just to allow your spine to settle. Taking any other movements, you might want to come to a happy baby by grabbing the outer edges of your feet and then swaying from side to side. If that feels good, this might be too intense for you, so you can just, again, grab onto your knees and just rock from side to side. Again, whatever feels good to you, please take that. And when you're ready, come to a resting shape of your choice. So if you've got a wall, legs up the wall is a really good option, just to give your heart a break from having to pump all the blood to your legs and feet. If you're not into that, or you just want to chill out on your mat, just come to a stretched out position. We'll just end a brief stop here. Roll your shoulders on your back, palms up to receive some energy. So if you want to feel energized through the rest of your Friday, place your palms facing up. If you need more grounding, if you've been feeling anxious or just need to be more grounded throughout the rest of your Friday, more chill vibes, place your palms facing down towards the earth. Roll your shoulders on your back. Relax all the muscles in your face. Take a deep breath in and a big breath out. And just enjoy a few moments of rest before we move on with the rest of our day. We're just slightly over time. If you have more time to rest in Shavasana, please take it. Just tune me out. Rest as long as you need. But if you need to move on with your day, you have other stuff you want to do, and you're ready to move on, start to slowly bring some awareness back to your body by wiggling your fingers and your toes. Perhaps you stretch overhead for a great big morning stretch. And when you're ready, roll to either side for a brief step in fetal pose, just closing your eyes, thanking yourself for coming to practice today. Imagine that any junk that you can't deal with right now is just waiting for you behind your mat that you're just gonna sweep away and not worry about it anymore. And slowly on your next inhale, come to a comfortable seat. Close your eyes, bring your hands to your heart center. Take a deep breath in. And a full deep breath out, let it all go. Breathe in something good, something beautiful that you still need today. And breathe out something that you don't, that you want to get rid of. Just let it go. Thank you guys so much.